At the foot of Rwanda's Volcanoes National Park, we began a trek to find the country's storied mountain gorillas. Though they're still listed as endangered, the mountain gorilla is now the only gorilla species that's actually increasing in number. But these majestic animals weren't always enjoying this type of protection. Poachers have threatened the population of mountain gorillas here, but even that has subsided over the years. In fact, some poachers have had a complete change of heart. I met Francois in a nearby village before we began this journey to find out what made him go from poaching gorillas to protecting them.
I'm originally from this volcanic region and it's my home. Concerning killing animals, the last time I did it was around 2004-2005. That's when we were still using traps. But after being informed and instructed about wildlife, we stopped. The first time I killed an animal, that was long ago. It was in 1982.
What happened in 1982 that forced you to kill an animal?
We used to live near this volcanic park. At that time, we were very poor and we couldn't get any meat. We were relying on the park to get the meat.
Why did you switch sides, going from poaching to now speaking about your experience and not doing it anymore?
To tell the truth, in order to stop all this, poaching, deforestation or any other illegal activities, it was a combined effort of the former Rwanda National Parks and Tourism Office and the current Rwanda Development Board. The Rwanda Development Board met us and gave us a plan of action and showed us how we can live without poaching in the parks.
It's over here.
Former poachers aren't the only ones working to protect Rwanda's mountain gorillas. Much of this work began back in the 1960s when American zoologist Diane Fossey moved here to observe and conserve these amazing animals. Today, her research center and foundation is inspiring a new generation to continue her life's work. What is your role and what is the group doing today?
My role is I'm the manager of the gorilla program for the Fossey Found at Karisoki Research Center. That is the center that was established by Diane Fossey. And the group are different from the time that Diane was here. Now we have 10 groups that are actually the next generation of the gorillas that she was studying. So we have still a few gorillas that are still alive, that were alive when she was there, and she named that, and they are still alive, but basically all the other 120 gorillas that we study are the future generation of her gorillas.
Now, the rain is picking up and we're walking through one of the neighborhoods here. How important is the gorilla research as far as tourism for the local communities, the people who live here?
Well, the gorilla tourism is the basic entrance for economic income for Rwanda, and it's thanks for the gorilla tourism that the gorillas are so well protected here in Rwanda.
Something really exciting happening now with research is that the next generation of researchers and data collectors are Rwandan. Talk to me about that.
That is true, and this is something that makes me very proud of my job. The majority of my time I spent to train new scientists to collect data in gorillas, and all of the new scientists are actually Rwandan scientists.
What are some of the new theories your research is pointing to?
Every year we have new topics of research. Now, if you consider that we are just finished the first generation of gorillas that were born when Diane was here, so that we have the exact birth date. So we can just now estimate the life expectancy of gorilla that we point as 35 years as a life expectancy for gorillas. For females can live a bit longer than males. So this is something that we are able now to detect because the demography of mountain gorilla was studied for over 40 years, so since Diane was here.
How surprised were you at how close
you can get to these gorillas?
Well, initially it surprised me a lot because when I start working with gorillas, I start with western lowland gorillas, and the top distance was 50 meters to have them doing their activities. But here you can approach gorilla very close and they ignore your presence, and this is what surprised me the most. So you can really observe very well their natural behavior and their interactions of individuals, interactions with other groups. You can be there and just be a neutral part of the forest and collect your data.
Back on the mountainside, we continue our own search for the mountain gorillas. At this point, we're some 2,600 meters above sea level and still climbing.
Now you're starting to really feel the altitude. It's getting hard to breathe and the air is getting thinner. But Nyan, I'm looking at these trees here. Is this what you were showing me earlier?
Yeah.
Is this evidence of gorillas coming down and taking a bite?
So the caribou, so I tell you, sometimes the gorillas come down to eat the tree. This is the caribou is the tree. The gorillas sometimes come to eating. She want to eat the peeling, the bar, they eat inside. Eh?
All right.
The caribou is like the gum tree. Eh?
So we're getting closer.
Yeah, yeah. Over there.